it's Ramona here again from RamonaRemisat.com with the weekly Oracle card reading. This is going to be the reading for the week of October the 19th through to the 25th, which is also going to be another exciting week here because I will be speaking at the Women's Only Weekend out in Canmore, Alberta, and that's the weekend of the 24th and 25th. So really looking forward to that. And we're going to go ahead with this week's reading, which is from the Healing with the Angels deck. And we'll go ahead and see what comes up. So I'm going to draw 3 cards and we'll see what we get. I'm going to take, let's see here. This one wants to be for Monday and Tuesday. Actually, this one wants to be for the middle of the week. And this one wants to be for the weekend. Boy, those came out quick. They didn't waste any time deciding what they wanted to do. So let's see. Ooh. All right, so last week we kind of had homework, some things to be working on. It looks like so far as this week starting, we're going to have some more of that. So the first card is forgiveness. Forgiveness. Now, this is a very emotionally charged word because we feel like if we forgive somebody for what they did, it means saying that what they did is okay, and that's actually not the case. When we forgive somebody, really you have to separate the person from the action, and you're forgiving the person. So when we can look at it from that perspective, sometimes it makes it a little bit easier to swallow. But the reason why forgiveness is so important is because there's a saying, if you hold on to anger, it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die, meaning you do the most harm to yourself by holding on to that anger and that resentment. So the act of forgiveness is really important to clear that from you, to let that go, to make space for wonderful things to come into your life. A lot of times people say, I don't know what's going on. I'm doing everything that I think of that I'm, to be right and to help my life move in the direction that I want it to go in. And at every turn, it's like there's a block or some wall that goes up, or I take 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. And if that's going on, that's usually a cue that there needs to be some forgiveness work done so that you can move forward. So, there's many different methods of forgiveness out there. One that I really like is to make a list and to write down every person, living or deceased, that's ever upset you, angered you, made you feel bad about yourself. And you can even put pets' names on there. Sometimes people think, well, should I put my own name in? Absolutely, because we're always beating ourselves up, right? So put your own name on the list. And then when you have some time and you're not going to be interrupted, where it's nice and quiet, you're going to go through your list one name at a time. You're going to visualize that person and you're going to think, so-and-so, I release you and I forgive you. I hold no unforgiveness back. Now you are free and I am free. And then just breathe. And sometimes it helps to visualize that you're actually severing, that invisible cord that runs between you and that person. And then move on to the next name and the next name and the next name until you're completely done with every person's name on the list. And you might not experience anything in the moment after doing that, but a lot of people report they sleep like they haven't slept in ages. All of a sudden, those blockages that they were experiencing seem to disappear. Sometimes things start to move very rapidly right after that. So, that will be your indicator that this forgiveness issue is holding you up. So think about that, especially for next Monday and Tuesday, okay? Now, the other thing they're having me remind you of is this isn't sort of a one-time thing. You want to kind of clear all that out from your past, but then every day you can be doing this. So every night before you go to bed, take a moment, think back on your day. Was there anybody that day that upset you? And if so, release them, forgive them, let them go, so you're not carrying that forward to the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day, where it just keeps compounding and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Right? That creates such a dis-ease within you that left unchecked can eventually manifest as disease. So why do we want to let that happen? We don't. So take care of it, right? Take care of it before it gets to that point. Okay, in the middle of the week, we have answered prayer. How beautiful is that? So answered prayer comes how? It comes in the form of guidance from our angels. They will give us the answers to what it is that we've asked for help with by showing us our next steps. So it's up to us to recognize that guidance and then take action on it. It's answered prayer. It's not, a magic wand. They can't just magically have what it is that you desire appear at your front door. You're going to have to do some work here. So this week, it's reminding you to really get in tune with your inner guidance. And that's going to come as a repeated, that's the key, repeated gut feeling, idea, thought, or things that you're seeing, hearing, or that you have a knowingness about. So really, if you've forgotten and you've gotten away from this is, again, some more homework for you to do to really start to notice. Do you keep seeing the same things all the time? Do you keep having the same gut feelings all the time? And if so, you need to take some action on that for them to fully and completely answer your prayers. Okay? And then finally, as the week ends, well, hey, if you do all that homework, miracles. Right? Miracles. We might think that, we've set these huge goals. How is that ever going to happen? But honestly, by working with them, letting them know what you need help with, and as I said, paying attention to the guidance they're going to send you and then taking action on it, anything is possible. So, great things are waiting by the end of the week. Have faith, continue to work with them, give them a job to do, and then do your part by taking action. All right, that's the most important part. So make sure you're following through. And otherwise, if you take all those steps together, it's lovely. And now look at this. Look at all this green. No wonder and I'm also wearing green. Green is the color of healing. So this is going to be a very healing week for everybody here. Going through the forgiveness work, making sure you are following your guidance so that wonderful things can happen. How beautiful is that? So, really pay attention to this message. I think it's really speaking loudly, very clearly as well as to what can be gained if you follow all the steps. They don't want to just make you jump through hoops for the sake of it and to give them some entertainment, right? There's a method to the madness. So by following through, you will start to see some evidence. Whoops, wrong card. Where'd it go? You'll see some evidence they'll be answering your prayers and things that, you maybe didn't expect either. So, wonderful week. Make sure you let me know how that is going for you. Head over to my blog, ramonaremisat.com/blog. And underneath this reading, you can post what you think of it. If this is helpful, what happened after the fact. I love reading all your comments, and I just love hearing all your stories of how things are changing for the better for you. So have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you all here next time. Thanks again.